I did paid surveys for 7 days straight. What's going on, guys? This is Anthony McLemore, or you can call me the Centennial Investor. In today's video, I'm going to go over exactly how much money I made from doing paid surveys for 7 days straight. Now, this is a challenge that I saw on YouTube for a while, and I thought it would be pretty interesting just to see how well I could do with doing paid surveys for 7 days straight. Now, most of the challenges ended up with the person earning about $10 to $15 for the whole day, which would end up being about $50 to $70 for an entire week. But I wanted to really see if it was possible to make $75 to $100 in a single week doing surveys. So what I did first was start researching different survey apps in order to take surveys on. I was really familiar with one survey app in particular that I knew did a really good job of actually paying out the money from doing the surveys. So the first app that I tried out was Inbox Dollars. I heard about Inbox Dollars from another YouTuber named The Financial Wolf, and I saw that he tried to use Inbox Dollars to make money, but he only earned about $7 worth of profit from about 4 to 6 hours worth of work. So when I tried out Inbox Dollars, I was extremely disappointed with the actual amount of money that was being earned on Inbox Dollars, as most of the time you earn between 30 and 40 cents per 30 minutes of work on Inbox Dollars, and I really felt like this was a very inefficient use of time as far as Inbox Dollars go. So moving on from that, I tried SurveyMonkey as a way to make money from doing paid surveys, and this was a similar fate that I did not make a lot of money doing survey dollars. But that leads me to my last job of Amazon Mechanical Turk, which I did use in order to make money over 7 days as far as doing paid surveys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull up my Amazon Mechanical Turk screen on my phone, and I'm going to go through exactly what kind of surveys I took and exactly how much money I made over the course of 7 days. So here we are right now. I have my Amazon Mechanical Turk dashboard pulled up, or this is just the work page. And as you can see on Amazon Mechanical Turk, there are a series of surveys that you can do as far as what to get paid for. So what I like to do first off is I like to click up here and go to filter, and then I click on to hits that I am qualified for. Hits are just a fancy name for surveys or tasks. You can do more than just surveys on Amazon Mechanical Turk, but surveys tend to pay the most, which is why I tend to focus on surveys. So I like to click on hits I'm qualified for, and then I click on reward amount and then highest first. Also, typically I don't do surveys on my phone. I'm just showing you the process that I would go through if I were on a desktop, because it is much easier to take surveys and click through the surveys with a mouse and keyboard rather than on a mobile device. But that doesn't stop you from actually completing surveys on your phone. So moving forward, I will click apply, and then you will see now that the available surveys are sorted from highest dollar amount to lowest dollar amount. So you can see the top survey right here is worth $8.00. But as I click through these, or as I scroll through these, you can see that they go down, but most of them tend to pay between $50 to $1, or that's the ones that I focus on anyway. So I would use this as the process to find the surveys that I would want to take. And once I find the surveys I would want to take, I would simply click accept hit, and that would give me a time frame of about 0 to 120 minutes in order to complete the survey. So if I were to just use a survey, for example, let's say I like this survey by Snako. I'm not even sure if this is a survey, but I'm going to click accept. I'm not actually going to complete the survey in this video, and it doesn't even look like it is a survey, but let's just click close. So what you will see, you will have the survey pop up on your screen, and then you will get a certain time limit to complete the survey. So for this survey, you have 120 minutes, and then typically they will give you a list of instructions or a link to click on, so it would transfer you over to the next survey. So since I'm not going to be completing that in this video, I'm going to click return, and then once I do complete a survey or a hit, it will go into my dashboard. So right now I'm going to go into my dashboard. So when I go to my dashboard, you will see exactly the amount of money I have made over the past week, and also the total amount of money that I have made doing surveys as long as I've had MTurk available. And the total amount of number is actually a lot larger than you may anticipate. But I can tell you that I've made 10% of my total amount of money that I've ever earned in this app in 1 week. So let's get right back into my dashboard now. So if we scroll to the week of April 12, 2020 to April 18, 2020, you can see that I have submitted 72 surveys, and 63 of them got approved so far, with 1 being rejected and 8 being pending. And for that total amount, I earned $83.25 total. Now, I think one of my surveys got rejected because the surveys tend to have attention checks in them, and if you don't pay close attention and you just kind of answering the surveys without really reading them a lot, you will tend to miss an attention check, which I think I might have missed an attention check. Actually, let's go into it and see exactly why I got rejected for one of my surveys. So if we click on 4:15 today, I got rejected. We can click on it and you can say And you can see that I got rejected because the duration for the survey was shorter than the amount required. I think for this survey, I actually watched the video in 2 times speed. It was a 16-minute video instead of the regular speed. So the time that was required was actually for the 16-minute video. So I think the requester thought I skipped through the video because I finished it in less time than the video length. But I can simply contact the requester if I wanted to rebuke this rejection and write her a short message just to say I didn't actually skip the video. But for the purpose of this video, I won't do that right now, but I'll just go back to my dashboard and see. So you can see that over the course of this week, I did earn $83.25 completing surveys, which I think is a pretty good amount of money just for sitting down completing surveys. I probably worked on Amazon Mechanical Turk for about 2 to 3 hours a day, and in those 2 to 3 hours a day, I would complete between $10 to $20. So if we go back into exactly what days I made the most money of the week, you can see that I made the most money on the first, second, and third days of the week. This is because if you don't log on to Amazon Mechanical Turk for a while, and you finally do log back on, most of the high quality surveys will be available to you. But if you log on every day and complete surveys, then some of those high quality surveys won't be available because you have already completed them, and they tend to don't get refreshed with very high quality surveys until about a weekly basis. So you can see on, I think it was a Sunday when it started, I'm not sure, but on April 12th I earned $19, on April 13th I earned about $21, on April 14th I earned about $22, and on April 15th, 16th, and 17th I earned between about $6 and $8. And that amounted to a total of $83.25. And of the 72 surveys, 8 of them haven't even been approved yet. So I actually earned probably a little bit more than what this number is saying. And if you look at my all-time earnings to date from MTurk, I have earned $804.25. Now this may sound like a ton of money just from doing surveys, but I've been doing MTurk for about 3 to 4 years. From every now and then, whenever I want about 20 to 25 extra dollars to buy something, I would just go to MTurk just to get that extra money instead of using some of my savings if it was just a small purchase. For example, to start my YouTube channel, I didn't use any of my personal money other than buying a camera. If it was buying the lighting kit or buying the cords necessary to connect to my computer, I would simply log on to MTurk and save up the money from doing surveys to invest into my YouTube channel, so I didn't really come out of pocket for anything. And just to show you the proof of concept, if we look at my transfer history from my Amazon Mechanical Turk balance, you can see that I did have $75.61 sent to my bank account from last week's worth of earnings, and before then I would get about $6 to $10 a month, just depending on how many surveys I did for that month. As you can see, I wouldn't say that Amazon Mechanical Turk is an extremely effective way of making money, but it is one of the most effective ways of making money by doing surveys online. So if I was just to make a recommendation, I would not recommend using inbox dollars. I would not recommend using Survey Junkie or Survey Monkey, whatever the name is. I would recommend, if you're considering doing paid surveys as a way to make money in your idle time, then just use MTurk. It's one of the easiest platforms to get logged onto. It doesn't have any startup costs as far as getting started. All you have to do is make an account. It is required that you provide your social security number because it is a source of income and it must be reported to the IRS as a income stream. But other than that, it's really easy. All you have to do is sign up for an account, and there's no affiliate link, so I'm not trying to sell you anything by you signing up. But if you just want to make some extra money, then this would be a good choice. So what am I going to do with the $75 that I earned from MTurk? I had about 3 different options that I wanted to see what you guys thought about. Number one, I wanted to see if I could start a drop shipping business just from $0 to about $1,000 completely online. I thought that would be a pretty interesting series just to get started. So I would obviously start the $75 that I earned from MTurk and invest in a Shopify store, some ads, some Instagram influence, and just try to get the store off the ground. That might be a pretty interesting series. Or I could do number 2, which would be start a Robinhood challenge of growing a Robinhood portfolio from $0 to $1,000 or $10,000 completely online. That is a series that I'm more interested in personally because I have a finance background, as I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in finance. I think that would be pretty interesting to see if I could go from $0 to $10,000 just by using money that I've made over my Wi-Fi. And the third option would be to try to start another sort of business that you would recommend in the comments, maybe like a shoe flipping business or a phone flipping business or anything like that. But I think all these options are up in the air right now, so I will see what I do with the $75. I don't have any plans for it right now. I may just buy more YouTube equipment, as obviously I don't have my own office right now, so I could just set up a green screen or something like that. I'm really trying to be cost effective until I'm able to grow my channel into something that could support itself. If you're interested in signing up for MTurk, it is the first link in the description below. Click that link and you have to enter your personal details in order to create an account. But obviously you can see that your boy did make a little bit of money. He almost made $100 in 1 week. If I keep doing it, I'm sure I will get to $100. And honestly, if you do this every week for about 2 to 3 hours a day, then you can easily make up to $300 to $400 a month just from taking surveys, which I think is pretty impressive just from sitting on your couch and making a few extra dollars. If you don't want to invest your time in anything else, just take 1 or 2 surveys during a commercial break and you can end up with about $15 to $20 a day, and that could easily pay for your Netflix bill. But as you have learned, I'm all about finding ways on the side to make money, and this is one of my favorite ways. It has been one of my favorite ways. The only thing about MTurk is that it is not a very scalable side hustle. So if you want to look for something that's more scalable, I would think that you should look for things like drop shipping or investing in stocks or investing in real estate, which I plan on trying all 3 of those income streams in the future, as well as monetizing my YouTube channel and further increasing my revenue that I get from my blog, the Centennial Investors. I know this was a little bit of a quicker video, but that's all I have for you today, guys. Peace.